Thing I've been thinking about lately is how so many women pour themselves into education, degrees, certifications, careers, and people assume it's because we're hyper independent or overly ambitious. But I don't think that's the full truth. A lot of women are focusing on education because they don't have a partner they feel safe enough to be feminine with. And I don't mean feminine in a shallow way. I mean the natural desire to be soft, to follow, to collaborate, and to trust someone's leadership, to build a life with a partner who makes you feel held. Those feminine traits need a certain environment to come alive. They need safety, they need presence, they need a man who shows up consistently. When a woman doesn't have that, or she's had relationships where she couldn't rely on anyone, her energy has to go somewhere. And a lot of the time, it goes into achievements. It goes into education. It goes into building a version of security she couldn't find in love. Education becomes the place where she invests the energy she would have shared with a partner. Careers become the structure she leans on when she doesn't have someone she can comfortably lean on emotionally. Independence becomes her backup plan, her safety net, her self-protection. It's not that she isn't feminine. It's that her femininity doesn't have a place to rest. So she learns to lead herself. She becomes her own stability. She becomes her own provider and protector because she hasn't met a man who can play that role with reliability. And here's the part people don't talk about. When the right masculine energy shows up, that steady, grounded, intentional presence, a lot of women naturally softens, yes me. Not because they're weak, but because they finally feel safe enough to stop surviving. They can redirect their energy from self-protection into partnership. Education and ambition don't disappear, but the reason behind them shifts. It becomes growth-driven instead of survival-driven. So next time we talk about ambitious women or hyper-independent women, we have to remember many of them aren't leading because they want to. They're leading because no one showed up to lead with them. And until they meet someone who honors their femininity, who actually receives it, they'll keep pouring into themselves because that's one investment that has never let them down. So with all of that being said, as someone who was very